Right, always looking good for a flight up and around the Dunaskin Railway Heritage Site, or is it Heritage Railway Site? And the bowling club, which is now in operation, and I think it now belongs to the community, and a wee flight around about just to see what's here. So enjoy this one. So that's the start of the Dunaskin Heritage Railway Site there. We'll have a wee closer look at that in just a minute or two. There are a couple of old, obviously fallen to bits buildings here, as you can see, that used to be part of the railway when it was a working railway, which I believe was part of the coal mining industry around this area. This is the Doon Valley. Cumnock and Doon Valley area. There are the two big chimney stacks. And I'll just do a wee zigzag in between them. Now, if you're watching the 360 version of this video, you can of course spin round and have a look at whatever you like here. If you're watching the 4K version, you just have to look at whatever I decide you're going to look at, which is where the drone will fly. But there's the new bowling green. Well, it's not the new bowling green, but the bowling green had been closed for a good number of years, and it's now been bought over with a bit of funding by the local community, and they are now running it. And I'm now going to fly to the side. I'm going to take a couple of pictures from all the sides, maybe even some angle pictures here, and I'm going to give them to the fella the next time I see him. And of course, if it's the 360 version that you're watching, all that will be happening in now is that it will seem like the drone isn't moving and nothing's really happening. But I'll be taking photos while that's happening for the 4K version of the video, and if you want, you can have a wee look around while I'm doing that. And then I'll fly over to the Bing side, and then I'll fly over to the side of the road where the Bing is and get some photos from over there. Now, I've changed the position of the strobe that I always have attached to the camera when I'm flying, and I don't know if the strobe is actually going to be interfering with the camera this time, so this will be interesting to see if it is or not. I've noticed that since I've had this Mavic 3, which is a fantastic drone and I love it, but I think that having the ×3 telephoto lens might be quite handy, so I think I may at some point purchase the Mavic 3 Pro. So this may be a bit of a boring video, and I may cut a lot of this out because I really did want to just get some footage of the bowling green here so that I can take it over to this fellow who was fairly instrumental in getting the bowling club bought over for the community. So I did want to get some nice pictures, and this may be, as I say, a wee bit boring for you, but it's important for me. So another photo coming up here. So there we go, quite a few pictures taken of the bowling green there and Dunaskin Railway Heritage Site. having some open days coming up very soon, and I've visited some of the open days before. Some really interesting stuff goes on here. So if you live not too far away from the area, it might well be worth your while coming here for a wee visit.
Was too late, made my luck on my own dime.
And they do have a steam train comes along and travels back and forth along this now unused part of the railway line.
Running ever since I was a child, drowning out the noise with the red dirt in my voice. Build a kingdom of just to burn it down, and if you need me, I'll be laughing at the pain, dancing in the play.
And I will of course leave links to the site, the Doon Valley Railway site, which you can have a look at and see what's going on and when it's going on. But the other thing as well is if you've got a drone, if you're a drone flyer, this is a great area to fly. I mean, that in the distance there, that's when I'm parked on that great big green bit. So even if you just want to fly about for a wee while, it's a really nice area to come and fly. Providing of course you make sure you follow all of the regulations and do everything above board, as they say. Now there's quite an interesting thing about this big bin here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's by the size of it and the number of tons of slag, if you like to call it slag, that make up that bin. I think it's close to being one of the biggest in Europe, or certainly the biggest in Britain, or something like that. I'll maybe insert some little facts and figures here into this video that will show you more statistics on what I'm talking about. Anyway, I think I've been flying around here for long enough. It's time. I think I brought the Wallace home.
Still dancing in the flames.
And then he comes. Till the next time, thanks very much for watching. If you're a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. And cheerio the new.